I should be on. I need to check that. What did Lost Pause do now? But yeah, I should be on. Once again, unannounced. Because I'm just testing things out. Hey there, Kuma. How you doing today? What can I do? So, I will be doing the raid again. And most likely farm a bit here and there. But I kinda need to, get a 5% on guild loot battle. But yeah, hey there, Dre Rock and Killer. How you guys doing today? And then also, I need to also type up this dang story of mine. Cause I'm actually past my deadline. Oi. It's either my streams being stupid or my replays being stupid. Alright, let me put this to the side. There we go. Killer says, good, just hating that I have to wait till Tuesday to get Winlu. Why do you have to wait till Tuesday? Unless you're relying heavily on the rewards and stuff. Or is it because of the Transcended Select ticket? Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Wait. Motherfucker. It keeps on going on and off like that. Alice is a pedo. Oh, god damn it. The first word I read is that. Damn it, Alice. Alice says, my Wi-Fi is dead and I'm currently at my dad's house, so I'm unable to attend the stream or do anything because my Wi-Fi was dead. I don't know when they will fix the Wi-Fi, but they said it was... Yeah, that was a lot to read too. Yeah, that's fine, Alice. I'm just doing a short little stream here. Testing out my Wi-Fi as well, because I might do a stream tomorrow. Actually, no. When it comes to my phone Wi-Fi, I know it's kind of on and off, but when it comes to my laptop, if I do a drawing stream, it should be fine. If I try to do it on the PS4 though, I don't know how well that goes out. How well that will be. It seems like if I play Dead by Daylight, it seems fine. And hey there, Sonic. And then Alice says, going to be today, so hopefully they fixed it so that I can be able to do my dailies. And then Dre Rock says 250 sentences for Max Chen. Chen? Shoot. How do I pronounce the damn name again? Sheen. I think it's Sheen. But yeah, to max her out, it'll depend on how... It'll depend on the enhancement level you have it. Yeah, it'll depend on your enhancement level. Cause the enhancement level for an Overlord is actually plus 10, not plus 9. Cause if you max out a Transcended Allies, it's plus 9. Overlords is plus 10. To do it for an Overlord, or to ultimate status in Overlord, it's actually plus 7, not plus 6. Shin. Yeah. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but if not, then, I'll just pull up Google Translate later. And hey there, Sonic! Oh, really now? That's a good thing, Sonic. Sonic says my kamikaze attacks on Tumblr have, lowered. Well, at the very least, you know, you're not diving head into whatever you decide to type up, because, once again, Tumblr has some of that stuff you don't want to see. Alright. No, I already typed that up. I don't need to type up all this other information. What am I trying to say for my story? I really need to do a video talking about this light novel. I call it a light novel. It's not a light novel though. It's actually a novel. If I say light novel, technically it's supposed to have its own manga or anime adaptation, but it doesn't. Greyrock says I got her at +9 right now. That's good, because once you get her maxed out, she's gonna be really, really handy. And hopefully she'll be able to prop some of her abilities correctly. Like reviving people and also giving the heals and buffs. I need to get her to max as well, but I feel like I should focus more on Zwei. Because Zwei is a mage, and I actually have a lot of mage souls, and I don't feel like spending a ton of money just to swap over to some other soul. And then Dreyrox has also managed to beat my guildmate with Ultimate Aaron and Ultimate Ion with Ultimate Sig. And I mean, I beat him with my Ultimate Sig. I mean, if you have a good tank, then it'll be an issue. Especially if they can't really dent the HP. And then also, I heard that Sig was a great counter against Aaron. Alice says, before I leave for Rio Morphe next time, for the song request, I'll make you find a good song that involves Hunkai-ish, I guess. I mean, that's fine, Alice. Just, you know, keep that in mind when I start doing my drawing streams. Hopefully I can also get that Discord bot up as well. What's above a queen? Actually, I might have as well ask you guys this, so... What is above a queen? Other than a king. That's actually a human occupation. Durox says, I got a full team of tanks, only one DPS, and that is Aaron. I mean, Aaron is great. Durox says, more, he finally made a Discord? I mean, I already had a Discord, but I didn't put it into effect. I never had a reason to get a Discord until my recent plans, which I will tell you guys in the later future. Well, like, the thing is, what was it? I mean, I had a Discord, it's just that I just didn't make my own personalized Discord for various purposes. Especially for you guys, so... Because of my future plans, it's gonna involve you guys. Meaning that I'm trying to kill my lazy habits. Right now, I'm trying to post my one chapter up on a certain site because it was supposed to be released 2 days ago. They do not have the same power as the... What the hell can I describe this damn thing? Empress? No. I already used the term Empress. What's the major what? Queen? What's above a queen? There's a king, but technically I'm looking for something else other than a king. Well, king and queen have the same sort of power. It's just that back then, males tend to dominate. Also, I might be streaming on Christmas Eve. I'll try to make a video on Christmas Day for you guys. It's gonna be a short message just saying Merry Christmas and stuff, so... or I might give some fan art instead. Most likely I'll do a fan art picture. Maybe. Except I only have 3 days if I plan to make a Christmas picture. No, 3 to 2 days. A PogChamp? What's that, Greyrock? Wait, is that a natural word? Hold on. Well, the thing is, when it comes... Well, I can't do it with a Dragon Blaze stream unless I stream it on my laptop, then that's a different story. But yeah, I can't... The song request stuff will be for my drawing streams since I tend to do that for those. Oh, okay. It's a Twitch emote. YouTube's trying to do that too, like create your custom emotes. I might create some custom emotes when the chance comes or when the chance arrives. Hey there, Kevin. How you doing today? Okay, I am trying to figure out what to say for my damn story. I'm just stuck on a damn occupation of some sort. And then Sonic says morph. I beat my number of that's a good thing, Sonic, question mark. Oh wait, a 0 for the first time, really? Huh. That's good, Sonic, that's good. And then Kevin asks, guild content? Guild plunder. Minecraft says, hi, I'm back. Hey there, Minecraft, how you doing? And this is on global because I kind of need to make sure I got my 5% in so I can get the rubies. Over in the Korean Dragon Blaze, I think my guild already cleared out most of the areas. It's just that it takes us a while because there's only a few active members. Until I decide to kick out some people because like I need more active players on the Korean Dragon Blaze. Minecraft says, fine, how about you? I'm okay, it's just that I'm stuck in my little story. Well, it's not little, it's actually big, but I'm just trying to figure out what to type. Sonic says, I am finally controlling my brain not to send me to Tumblr. That's good, Sonic. I mean, that's gonna be handy later on just to have some self-control and just like, you know, have the ability to fight against your brain if your brain decides to take over your mind or like your body or something. You know, have some resistance in there. Especially if someone has to mind control. If that is a thing. What? Hey there, Vaz? How you... Oh, shit. Test. Okay, it went back to normal. This is gonna be a thing, apparently. My phone will go in and out when it comes to my phone streams. Thanks, phone. Thanks, Wi-Fi. Fuck you, Betsy. But yeah, hey there, Martin. How you doing today? Okay, I'm at 2%. I still need to get 3 more percent. Kevin says more. What's the big story that you said? I haven't released a video talking about it yet, but if you look on my YouTube channel, there is an outlink to my story. Just to give you guys a heads up, it's not PG-13. Well, with the chapters I released, it is okay, but yeah, it's actually pretty dark in some sense, in a way. And it will get sexual later on too, so. No, Sonic, waifu is not the best waifu. Wi-Fi isn't the best waifu, yeah, no. And hey there, Crown Mitch, how you doing today? Martin says, just got back from meeting. Ah, I see. Hold on. What? Kevin, do you want to read my story? Cause, I'm just gonna give a huge disclaimer right now. It's like a Yuri novel. And if you don't know what I mean by Yuri novel, it's like girl on girl stuff. But it has its own perks, like it being a fantasy world where I create a bunch of themes and rules and politics and blah 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 blah. Sonic says, oh no. Okay, yeah, Sonic, yeah, don't, if I put a link in here to my story, do not click on it. I mean, it's safe for now, because I really haven't exactly placed in anything bad yet. But, yeah, don't. I mean, Sonic, it's understandable if you don't like those two. Once again, you're young, I can understand the mentality that you have, so... yeah. And it's not normal, too, so... And then Martin says, for shame. I mean, Sonic is a young lad, so... give it some time. Kevin says, come on, tell me, I have no clue what's going on. I'll make a separate video for that. Once again, I haven't made that specific video talking about it, but I will make it eventually. It's just that right now I'm typing up the chapter that I'm supposed to have released a few days ago, but I can't progress through a certain I'm stuck on a certain sentence. It's like, I'm trying to find a right word to exceed past a queen title. Note. Calling a, using goddess is a no-no for me, because that's a bit too high. I mean, yeah, I respect that sort of opinion, Dre Rock. Dre Rock says, I don't really like Yuri and Yaoi because stories are too boring for me. I mean, it depends on how they portray the story and stuff, or how they kind of show the story. There is an anime coming out that's based around Yuri. It's called Citrus. That got my attention because of the drama and all of the love triangles in there, and also some of the intense moments it has. So, yeah, that's actually one of the mangas I'm keeping up to date to, or up to date with. It's gonna get an anime adaptation next year, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But yeah, just saying, net neutrality, you better not take away my fucking Yuri, or I'm gonna have an issue with it. I mean, there's different ways to also make it adorable. I mean, there was an anime show that kind of displayed Yuri, but it was soft and it was cute. Strawberry Panic? No, it's not Strawberry Panic. Shit, what was it? Hold on, I need to find the name of it. Can't remember the name of this damn anime. I mean, understandable, Sonic, understandable. The thing is, when it comes to lovey-dovey stuff, you will need some sort of drama to kind of escalate and kind of thicken the plot of it. Like, when it comes to a relationship, if they're perfect for each other, it's kind of weird, because it's like, why aren't they mad at each other? Now, if there's a bit of drama here and there, that kind of strengthens the relationship between two characters. Or that's gonna ruin them, and most likely they will never ever talk to each other again. Or they will start beating the heck out of each other like in Naruto. With Sasuke and Naruto. Trying to remember that damn anime that I saw that had Yuri in it. Why is it showing me that manga? Love and death. But yeah, that's not the thing I was looking for. God damn it. You really want to? No, Sonic, that's a big no-no. The story I'm writing is a no-no for you. I mean, it does have its serious moments, but once again, it does have some concepts that I don't feel like you're gonna want to read. And hey there, Farm God. Farm God says, hey, Morph. How you doing, Farm God? And then Kevin says, lovely, lovely stuff. Crown Mitch says, mostly... No, goddamn it, Crown Mitch, no, don't bring that shit up. Sonic says, here's just shonen animes that only punches and explosions. I mean, Black Clover was one of the most anticipated new shonen, but, the voice actor for the main character kind of killed it, literally. And also, like, some of the stuff that they showed in the manga isn't kicking in the anime just yet. Cover this, but you just want to hear... No. Stop bringing in that thing. And Martin, yes, I heard about that. I'm pissed off at how they decided to call it Yuri on Ice. And hello there, Alejo. It shouldn't be called Yuri on Ice. It should be Yaoi on Ice. Sonic says, I know that this is only for my mental safety, Morph, but I really want to know. Well, I really want to know now. Just wait for that video. Just wait for that video. That's all I'm gonna say. Alejo, you actually like that? I mean, looking away from the yaoi stuff, I can understand why people would, you know, like the animations for it. It's ice skating and stuff. But, yeah. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm kind of speechless in my own words. I don't know. Like, Crunchyroll doing its anime awards, for example, like, the fact that Yuri on Ice won almost every damn category kind of was like, really? There were other candidates that kind of did a better job at the said genre compared to Yuri on Ice, but... You know, it was going to be skewed either way. And surprisingly, I'm like, wait, so if this is the big yaoi, where's the big Yuri anime for the year 2? Now, I know that they did have a short adaptation... No, they do have an anime adaptation of NTR. But I think it's short in its episodes, and that kind of pissed me off too. I was like, where's the full 30 minutes? Why is it like only 15 minutes? J-Rock says Crunchyroll made me hate you. Once again, I knew it was gonna get skewed because people might try to bribe the judges and stuff, or, you know, put more money into Crunchyroll, so, yeah. Sonic says, My Hero Academia best anime just loses to Corey. Corey in the house. That meme. But yeah, here's the thing about Hero Academia. I still need to read the manga for it, and I also need to watch the anime for it. I read it way back then before the anime had its adaptation, so I kind of remember the beginning parts of it, but I never got close to the tournament arc that everyone's so hyped about. Oh yeah, Mob Psycho was actually up there too. That's something I kind of need to watch too. So yeah, here's the animes that I'm planning to watch for next year. They're making a second season or a TV show of The Seven Deadly Sins. There's second season of Overlord, second season of One Punch. What else? They might be releasing Attack on Titan somewhere, but I don't know when exactly. There's Cetres, that Yuri anime I was talking about like a few minutes ago. I don't know, there's a bunch of old shows that's popping up in the year 2018. Especially that ship, the Yamato one. Yamato Battleship. That one's an old anime. They did a revamped version of it like some years ago, and now they're doing a second season of that one. Oh god. I've seen it. Are you kidding me? Did they really put that on anime list? And then Sonic screams out, Newt, motherfucker. Have you looked at the manga adaptation of Attack on Titan? What do you mean by manga adaptation? Are you asking if I'm reading the manga, or have I seen the anime for Attack on Titan? Cause I know that the manga's a bit ahead. No, it's far ahead of the anime right now. And I kind of know what's gonna happen, or I know what's gonna kick in next when it comes to the Attack on Titan storyline. Shoot, I'm still trying to figure out what to type for this damn paragraph of mine. Yeah, I really want to talk about it, but that's spoilers, and I don't know if you guys want me to talk about spoilers. Drayrock. The reason why I've been called a lolly is because of that anime. Because I talked about Tanya and how much I admire her. And then everyone kept on pointing fingers at me and called me a pedo for liking that crazy ass lolly. Now, I'll be surprised if they make a second season and she actually grows up into like a teenager or a young adult. But I can see that. I can see that. I don't know if there's a light novel for Yojo. Well, actually, there is a light novel for Yojo Sinki. But it's not like ahead. Now, you can read Overlord. You can read the light novel for Overlord, and I can't speak. And it is ahead. It's like 7 seasons deep already. Alejo says, I recommend you Nanbaka? Someone requested a song from that anime, so I might give it a shot. There's a lot of animes I still have to watch, like Fate is one of them. What else? Who else requested me to watch something? I know that whatever Kiddo recommended, yeah, whatever anime Kiddo suggested, it's like I watched it. I watched it, and then I'm like dumbfounded at some of it. Like Made in the Abyss was an anime I wasn't going to watch because I just didn't know about it until Kiddo brought it up. Greyrock says, read the manga of Inky. Man, it's good. Inky. I mean, I've read a lot of mangas. It's just that I forget about them. I still need to make that fun video talking about what I wanted to talk about. I do have an anime list, but I don't use it to my advantage. Like, on my anime list, it's like I try to record every manga I've read. I know that Terraformers, that one got my interest through the manga. I haven't seen the anime, but from what I heard, the anime is, no. And then there's also, what, Gantz? The manga for Gantz was pretty interesting. I don't know about... The anime didn't really... I don't know. The anime didn't really click with me. And then, apparently, they also did a live action version of Gantz too, so... Haven't seen that yet, but from what one of my co-workers said, it was pretty bloody? Question mark. BNHA. Like, I read the entire Gantz manga. I was satisfied with it, I guess. There's some questions still, but, you know. I'm fine with it. And then there's also Cage of Eden. Cage of Eden threw me in a loop, and I got kind of... I don't know about Cage of Eden. It's like, Jesus. That was a good read, though. Martin says, Death Parade and Blood Blockade Battlefront are some of my favorites. Yeah, the that can't say my B's. Blood Blockade Battlefront. That one was catchy as fuck. It was like one of those low-key animes that should have got more attention. It got a second season though, and now people are like, holy shit, this anime. I'm kind of interested in some of its lore though. Greyrock says, I need to rewatch Berserk in okay, hold on. Yashiki? In Yashiki? Or is that Inuyasha? No, that's not Inuyasha, because that should be a ASHU, not Shiki. And then speaking of Shiki, I actually watched that. That was bloody. But then that raised a lot of questions to, like, who's really a monster and stuff. Nikki Joe, My Ordinary Life School got more attention. I mean, that's a funny anime right there. It's still popular. What else? There's also the Baka no Test. That's pretty up there, especially with the trap. You can't go wrong with Hideyoshi. And then, what else is that? What else is another funny anime? There's a couple that's out there. That's old, but still good. And then Alejo says, and only watch Dragon Ball Super. And then Inuyashiki has an unexpected protagonist and protagonist and antagonist. But yeah, when it comes to Berserk, that thing... The old style anime for it was great. It was bloody too, and it had that one particular scene that threw me in a loop. The recent adaptations to Berserk is questionable. I mean, it's kind of follows the plot of the manga, but it's like, why does it have to be in CG? It's like, no, don't do it in CG. Keep whatever you had previously. That old art style that's bloody and gruesome and stuff. Yeah, keep that. No CG, please. But yeah, like, the manga for Berserk though is deep. It's long too, but the author is like releasing chapters very, very slowly. And then Alejo says, recommend Spirit Pack, good, but with yaoi fan service. You know, my sister's a big fan of both, so if you want to send that anime her way, she might know about it already, or yeah, something. I don't know. Drayrock says, don't be honest. Wait, don't you mean to be honest? Alright, so Drayrock says, to be honest, any Yashiki didn't make me question who is the monster in the story. Hold on. Let me type up that. Oh, okay. I think isn't that like one of the recent animes of this year? Or I'm trying to exit out of this. Or wait, it must have got its manga adaptation from. Oh, I remember reading Ajin. It's just that I haven't finished that one. Now I'm looking at the anime list and trying to see if I remember some of these things. Oh god. Oh shoot. The reason why I'm making all these sounds is because I remember most of the horror mangas I've read, cause I don't know why. I went through a phase where I just wanted to read a bunch of gory stuff or like horrific stuff, and I just went through that list. I know Dead Tube was like the popular one. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, that one was interesting find for me. Tenku Shinpan? Shinpan? And then Drayrock says, well, Trump is a wild card, so to be expected. Oh god. Yeah, Trump being an anime. Or Trump being portrayed in anime and stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, I remember when I was looking through through a bookstore, anything with a magical girl has to be fucking bloody. Like, the one I was staring at was gruesome. It was like, there's this magical girl, she's fighting against evil creatures, but these evil creatures, these monsters that she's fighting against, they decide to abduct her mom and dad, and they literally chop every single limb off of their body. Like, they chop off the fingers, and then the toes, and the head off from the main body, then, like, and then the worst part is that they decide to send the magical girl a body piece every month or so. So, like, one day there's a present box for her of her mom's head, another would be maybe of the fingers and toes. It's, oh god. Okay, yeah, that, Maho Soldier of the End. I remember reading that one. I think it's still in its, continuation state. There's like Maho Soldier of the End, and there's the one with a bunch of dolls. There's too many magical girls that I can't remember off the top of my head. The recent one that really got to me though was like Magical Girl Rising Project. That one That one was like WTF. And some of the characters I like in there, or I was hoping would win and survive and stuff, yeah, they died. Fire Sky says, hey, Morph. Hey there, Fire Sky. Jesus. Like, okay, let me be blunt with you guys. When it comes to any sort of story, you just need 3 things. Blood, sex, and death. The end. I mean, of course, depending on what genre you're trying to watch, that rule doesn't actually apply to like comedy, doesn't apply to drama. Actually, no. Drama, those 3 things will kick in. When it comes to lovey-dovey stuff, it depends. When it comes to school life, that also depends. So yeah, but most of the violence, if it's uncensored, it'll make a good plot, hopefully. Like Dead 2, for example, is pretty high. Fire Sky says my Fire Sky, I'm going to guess that I'm going yeah. I knew you were gonna go there. I kinda said the words, and the way you were acting and stuff also hinted it. You have my regards, Fire Sky. I'm gonna continue streaming. Hopefully you can cheer up and stuff and just, you know, chill. But yeah, you got my regards. I mean, mine already passed like over the summer too, so. And then Drayrock says, "Oh man, have you heard of Lupin the Third? I heard about it. Should I actually watch it? Cause I never seen Lupin stuff, or I never seen anything with Lupin. Actually, no, scratch that. I've seen him in AMVs. I haven't seen the actual anime. Yeah, alright, Fire Sky, I gotcha. Don't worry about it." Martin says, my grandfather has reached the age of 99. Jesus. Still remembers me. That's kind of amazing, Martin. Because usually, you know, people would kind of forget about them. Or like, at that age, it's like they tend to get memory loss. And then Drayrock says you should. Alright. That's gonna be on my to-do list. I'm gonna try to marathon a bunch of stuff, so if I do bring up anime again, and you guys recommend something, hopefully I can talk about it and give you guys my opinions about it. Because I know when Kiddo asked me how I felt about Made in the Abyss, that thing shocked me. Like, here's the thing with some animes. I can get feels, but if it makes me cry, it's like one of those animes that I have to recommend to some people. Well, the thing is, Guilty Crown is one of those animes that got to me, but it's something that I have to kind of be like 50-50 about, because I know that it affected me because of a certain event that happened before, but you know, it can't really have the same effect on someone. But yeah, Made in the Abyss, like, the very end of it got to me. It just, like, whacked me across the face, and like, the last 2 episodes got to me. It was just like, or the build-up to the end of Season 1 for Made in the Abyss was like, stab me in the heart, why don't you? Ah, oh, god damn it. Fire Sky. I mean, Fire Sky, there's always a moment to, you know, be depressed and stuff, so go ahead and let it out, man, because you don't want to ball it up. It's gonna hurt you in the end if you actually ball it up. To be honest, I had an issue with that in my story, because, actually, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. Not gonna talk about it, but yeah, there was a moment in my story where I was, like, contemplating about how the main character should feel. Martin says, I was laughing at how my grandfather asked if my mother was pregnant when she wasn't. Yeah, I mean, even though he can remember you guys, it's like some of the stuff they say can be hilarious. Drarox says Evangelion. Evangelion, I need to watch it. You should watch it. Let me just admit this to you guys. If you watch a bunch of animes, every okay, I'm trying to remember how I said it. Evangelion. Evangelion was the anime that fucked me over so hard I was baffled at it. Like 2 weeks I was speechless, or I just couldn't form a cohesive thought about the anime ending, so yeah, props to the creator of Evangelion, cause goddamn. Crown, Crown Mitch says, Guilty Crown was one of the best I watched, but it bitch slapped me at the end. A lot of people said the same thing, Crown Mitch. And here's the thing. When it comes to my favorite animes, just giving you guys two of them I can name right now. Guilty Crown is one of them, and Code Geass. Now, Code Geass is actually up there because it got me back into anime. So, because it got me back into anime, that it takes like the #1 place, because if I did not watch Code Geass, most likely I would have never ever touched anything anime related, or played any or watch a bunch of animes, or read manga, or like read light novels. Oh yeah, that is an anime coming out. I forgot about that. I was like, wait a second. I know another popular anime is coming out. Tokyo Ghoul Re. Yeah, that's gonna be I actually need to read that. I need to read the manga for that. So I'm gonna marathon that. Yeah, I read the last chapter of the Tokyo Ghoul. Like, the manga and the anime, they're so different. They're so different. I still give props to the anime for, you know, doing its own little... yeah. Oh, hold on. I need a burp. The anime did a little spin-off of what... It doesn't go with the... I can't speak. English me. Mine going blank because I'm still trying to think about whatever the heck I'm trying to type up. So yeah, the anime, it's like completely different from what the manga has, and it's like... The ending for it is completely different as well, so even though it's different, it still had a strong impact. But still, manga's kind of better from what everyone else is saying. Martin says, okay, I'm trying to remember how to pronounce that. Kekiko, okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna pronounce that, but I know what you're talking about. That I've read a good amount of from the manga. I haven't seen the anime adaptation yet, but I think I'll get back into that anime, Martin. Okay, so my opinions about Code Geass Season 3 is this. 1, someone fucked up. Lelouch is coming out of hiding just to fix whatever the hell's going on. 2, why the hell are they doing this? Why are they bringing back Lelouch into the picture? I mean, I was satisfied with the ending of Code Geass Season 2. I mean, it was done over with Happy Ever After, but then again, if you think about it, realistically, there's no such thing as peace, so of course there's gonna be a conflict coming out of nowhere. But yeah, so I kinda got mixed feelings. Hopefully Season 3 kills it. Like, it better be beyond whatever I expect. Crown Mitch says, after watching TG, I started cracking my fingers like kind of... Oh. I'm doing... To be perfectly honest with you as well, Crown Mitch, when I walk around, I tend to do the same thing. I just, like, do that same action Kaneki's doing with his fingers. I can only do that with my right hand, though. My left hand sucks. And the funny part was like I remember that was when that specific episode got aired where Kaneki was fighting against Jason and he transformed into a badass. I remember that was well, I might as well use his name, but if you guys know Johnny, Johnny is my real life roommate or former roommate, and he's my buddy that I played with on my PS4. On a certain day, the episode where Kaneki turned into a badass was also my friend's birthday, so I was like, you know what? Let me just uh get him into my room. We watched this episode together, and just enjoy his birthday. So I turned on, or I went to the website, pulled up the episode, and we started watching it. And my friend was just ecstatic about it because he was like, "There's so like." If you know the episode that I'm talking about, it has a lot of psychological factors, and you can see that the girl, who I can't remember her damn name, like she keeps on trying to tell Kaneki like try to reason with him and try to tell him just to lose control and stuff. And Kaneki finally broke, and then that scene where he just starts kicking Jason's butt was like, oh my god. And then my friend just said, my friend was just like losing it. He was like, oh my god, and stuff. And then Martin says, I got stuck cracking my fingers for months. I stopped when my mother started hitting me on a head with a stick. No, not Toka. It's the purple hair girl. The one that gave Kaneki... Well, excuse me. She didn't give Kaneki her powers. It's the girl that died with Kaneki in the beginning. Rize, okay. Okay, that's her name, yeah. Yeah, like, the fact that Rize was just pushing Kaneki over the edge and just tell him to lose it and, don't show any mercy and just, like, let the inner beast take control. That was a huge turning point. Alright, so the one thing I want to emphasize on, and this is a huge spoiler, so if you guys haven't read the manga, and if you don't plan to read the manga, then, pay attention to this. If you plan to read the manga, cover your ears or kind of look away for a bit. But the thing that I'm kind of surprised about that the anime didn't actually talk about as much or didn't emphasize on was a confrontation. Now, I think Toka did confront Kaneki, but she didn't do it in an emotional way. In the manga, there was a certain scene where Toka and Kaneki saw each other for a good while. And then Toka literally jumped onto Kaneki and asked what the hell happened to him. And this was a strong key point because Toka asked what happened to the kind and gentle Kaneki. What happened to the soft-natured Kaneki that wouldn't actually do all this stuff? That would try to do it in a gentle way. And that kind of hinted at the huge change that Kaneki had and what he has been doing. Because Kaneki in the manga, compared to what the anime decided to do, Kaneki had his own little group trying to fight against his opponents, or the Binge Eater, I guess. I can't remember what it was exactly, or what the faction name was exactly, but yeah, he was doing his own little thing. He had his own little group too. So, it's interesting how Kaneki changed so drastically after that moment with Jason. Yes, I think, yeah. Toka did beat up Kaneki for a good while. And I think whatever I was talking about like a few seconds ago is that particular scene. Like, the small little stuff that you see in a manga or a light novel kind of plays a huge role on, like, character development or, like, the plot in general. Because if you see the anime adaptation of Tokyo Ghoul, you would never know that Kaneki was actually a badass that made his own little group that actually went after these guys. Oh! 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 Wait a second, they did it? Wait. Wait. I didn't know about that. That was a spoiler in itself, but jeez. Wait, when did they do it? Okay, I remember that particular. I think I remember that at the very end of the manga, because she did grab her stomach. But when did they do it? But wait, when? How? What? Did they even hint that? Did they hint that they did the duty? And then Carlos screams out one word, Betsy. Oh, wait. Wait, was this hinted in? I guess so. I might have skipped that. I don't know. I need to ask someone. Hold on. I need to ask my brother something. I thought. Oh, I. Apparently, my brother was giving me pointers or like was telling me stuff in the other room. So, yeah, I need to read that manga. I. Yep. I need to read Tokyo Ghoul Rai. Well, I. Now I'm scratching my head. Yes, I need to confirm the findings. And hey there, Soul. Soul is giving me the face. What I do, Soul? Oh god. Okay, show. Jesus, there's a lot of things I had to marathon. So I had to do Tokyo Ghoul Rai, what else do I need to do? Nah, that's fine, J-Rock. That gave me an incentive to, reading it. Fire Sky says, I need some candy. Great. Alright, so... I don't know what to talk about now. I'm just like... My mind just blew up after I read that. Okay, so... I guess my important question is this. When they did the duty, who was on top? Or it didn't say. I got a feeling it was Toka. Crown Mitch says, I only saw she was pregnant in Mind Blown. Yeah. Yeah, same here, Crown Mitch. So, if you guys didn't get spoiled by the huge bomb, and if you haven't read Tokyo Ghoul Re, or Rai, or however you want to pronounce it, then go ahead and read it. I will most likely marathon it in a few days. And then Crown Mitch to this next topic? Alright, I don't know. Give me something to work with. Because right now my mind's wrapped around the anime dealio. Actually, better yet. Alright, so let me test you guys out with something. I know I brought this up some time ago, but what would you guys think about this title? What would you guys think when you see that title? And you give me your honest answer, like, uncensored. No, don't worry. Well, we're not gonna go into that, hopefully, unless someone decides to try to put it into that category, which there's a few individuals that would do that, but I don't see them right now in chat. God damn it, J-Rock. Alright, so if anyone's interested in that, then... Oh god, they really did show that. Holy... Viewer discretion advised. Viewer discretion advised. Period. You've been warned. Whatever J-Rock said is a huge 18 plus stuff. No, so yeah, proceed at your own risk. Do not... Sonic, I'm calling you out. Sonic, do not even look that up, okay? Sonic is... No, okay? Do not check that, okay? Do not check that particular number of that particular anime, okay? Yeah, no. Like I said, I'll marathon the entire thing and I'll get to it, I'll get to that, like... If you guys want my reaction to it, I'll try to record it, okay? Okay? Yeah, just for you guys, since you decided to drop that huge bomb on me, I'll just record my facial expression when I get to that particular scene. Crown Mitch 101 says, let's talk about the 7 deadly sins. Alright, I can agree with that, and the reason why I brought up that little title is because, I was referring to a mimic. Who the heck? Yeah, so if you guys were thinking indecent thoughts when you saw whatever I typed up earlier, then that was just a play on words. It was referring to a mimic. Everybody loves a mimic. But yeah, 7 Deadly Sins, I only read... No, excuse me, not read. I only watched the anime of it. I might want to read the manga for it. But yeah. I mean... You gotta love them giants. Giantress? I guess I could call that as a female variant of a giant. Or a female giant. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, I have no clue what to type because I'm still stuck on this particular sentence. And then Crown Mitch says Elizabeth is my best. I mean, yeah, she's like the main gal. She has a nice personality too, in more than one ways. Oh god, now I just thought of something thought of something indecent, so I'll keep that to myself. Actually, I don't know if I asked you guys this, but who's your best waifu? Who is your best waifu? Go. And then Martin says, I like Band's clothes. And then J-Rock says, I like Kings. Band's clothes is pretty... I don't know, rebel looking. Crown Mitch, I like your thinking right there, because I also like white hair girls. And I also like pink hair girls too, so... what I have to say is, like, Inori is one of my waifus. And then another girl would be Neptune from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Cause I don't know why, but I'm kind of attached to her HDD form. Drerock says, I'm a man that likes all the waifus. Alright, alright. I mean, okay. Okay, here's the scenario. If you had to choose what sort of merchandise to get, let's say a figurine or a body pillow or something of that caliber, who would you choose out of all the waifus? And before you guys choose a guy. And then Drerock says Mercy. Mercy's good. Apparently, I think my sister said she can actually voice act Mercy, or kind of copy her voice? Question mark? I don't know. I haven't actually listened to her impersonation. God damn it, Drerock. Drerock says, no, wait, Corey from Corey in the House. And then Martin says, still can't choose. Ah, okay. So, Martin is true to his word. And then Crown Mitch says, what is that? Wait, what do you mean, what is that? Are you asking, like, Decory or Mercy? If I'm right, Drerock is referring to Mercy from Overwatch. If I'm right. Unless I'm wrong. Oh no, apparently no way. Dikai Makura? Wait a second. Isn't that like a certain object? And then Fire Sky says bye. Alright, see ya, Fire Sky. Oh wait. Oh wait, is that the Japanese name for a body pillow? Cause I typed that up on Google and guess what? I see a bunch of body pillows now. Why is there one with the traps? Okay. Since I brought up traps, I'm very curious about your opinions, guys. What do you guys think about traps? I mean, Fire Sky, you're gonna have to cope with it for a while, so, you know, let it all out and then hopefully you can cheer up later on. Oh my god. Crown Mitch, if they make a body pillow of Corey in the house, I'm gonna... No, if they make a body pillow of Corey, I'm gonna... I'm speechless. And then Martin says, fooders are good for me. I mean, Yeah, that is a thing. You know what? Here's the thing. I'll give props to the creator if they can fool me. If they literally make a very, very, very feminine boy, and I think it's a girl, but it's actually a dude. Eerie says, lol. Hey there, Eerie. How you doing today? You know what's funny? I'm staring at all the body pillows on my search browser, and I can name like a good majority of them. I think. Okay, now I'm on like page 6, and I'm unable to identify like half of these girls already. Oh no, it's Junko. No, get that. No. Oh god. Drayrock says Felix and Totsuka Psyche? Sika. Wait, hold on. The latter one is not clicking with me. Totsuka. Oh, wait. Oh, this person. Oh, it's from, what is it? It's from that one anime that I still need to finish. Shit, I can't remember the English, name for this. But yeah. I need to finish that. That's pretty interesting. But what about Hideyoshi? Hideyoshi is actually up there for me. And then Martin says, hey Morph, what are you doing for Christmas? I have no clue, actually. I might stream on Christmas, depending on what's going on. But yeah, it is. I'm not going out, I know that for sure. Unless I actually have church or something. Yeah. No clue. I might actually draw some fan art for you guys, maybe? Question mark. Oh yeah. Drayrock asks Morph, have you heard about Earth-chan? Yeah, I heard about Earth-chan. There's a good amount of pictures already out there, and some memes too. It's like, she has a little mask over her mouth. She has blue hair. Talking about how she's not flat. Even though she has like a flat chest. And like protecting the earth and stuff. And making her moe. I love how Martin brings up a god. You mean Geb, the god of the earth. Now I'm thinking about Smite. Yeah. I don't know if I can actually... I need to bother my pal and ask him, like, when do we get to play Smite? Or they just want me to die from, these murderous guys from, Dead by Daylight. The one light novel I really want to read is No Game No Life. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, the other light novel I'm kind of reading... They better have that 4th novel out already. The other light novel I'm reading is, Goblin Slayer. That's a pretty... I mean, obviously goblins are nasty peons of any sort of fantasy world, but Goblin Slayer they just exaggerate the goblins to the point that it's like, I don't want to fight against a goblin in that world. A goblin is very evil in that world. Yeah, I read Goblin Slayer. I read like the first 3 light novels to it, and I'm also paying attention to I'm also reading the manga for it. And then Martin asks, have you heard of the visual novel Kintsu? Okay, I think I know what you're referring to, Martin, but I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. Actually, no, you said a light novel of this. Wait, light novel game? No, visual novel game. Is it a visual novel game? Looks like a visual novel game. I was debating about that, though. I was debating about making or recording my gameplays of visual novels. Erie says, doing fine here, Morph. Anyways, happy early Merry Christmas. Thank you, Erie. Oh yeah, should I mention that? On Christmas Eve, it's actually my birthday, so... yeah. I might be streaming on Christmas Eve for a good while, too. Martin says, yes, it was very good. If I could get a better laptop, I could record a bunch of other games and also try to do stuff with light novels or like visual novels. Actually, no, better yet, I need a gaming PC. I need something gaming. Yeah, a gaming PC or a gaming laptop, that would help me out. But gaming PC would be better because it'll be easier to clean compared to a damn laptop. Don't want to pay someone to just clean my laptop for me. Well, I could do it myself, but I don't know, I don't trust myself. They make an anime adaptation of Goblin Slayer, though. That's gonna be deadly. Max, just giving you a heads up, I'm playing on Global. Global Dragon Blades does not have Overlords yet. If I was on the Korean Dragon Blades, I would definitely use my waifu. Yeah, and just to give you guys a heads up if you didn't notice, I am playing both the Korean and the Global Dragon Blades. Right now I'm playing on Global. That's why that title's actually in English. Well, I'm not playing them both at the same time, mind you. I'm almost at 5%, so then... once it hits 5%, I can start farming for the gear. Jeremy says, hey, loving the stream. Happy early Merry Christmas. Question. What is a good ally build for a priest main character? Keep up the great work. And then Max says, oh, well, just looked at one of your Korean videos and swatched to your stream. Sorry. That's fine, Max. Don't worry about it. It happens. Back to Jeremy's question, though. Okay, anyone know, like, a skill build that... anyone know a good, priest-skill build? Because I can't think of one off the top of my head. It's been so long since I actually touched a priest character. Actually, maybe I should have, reworded that. God damn. Don't use that against me! Yeah, search Google. Why is Google not my, like, home browser? What am I using to look up all my stuff? What the hell is this thing? I don't remember signing up to this handy tab thing. What is this handy tab thing? I don't... I'm gonna kill my stupid laptop. It's being an idiot. Alright, so hold up. Since no one actually typed anything for the skill build stuff for a priest, let me look that up right now. About it. What is it? What is it? Transcended Dragon Blaze. Actually, we can also look at like the Hall of Fame and see if there's a certain skill build people will go for. Oh, alright, never mind. Apparently, Dre Rock suggested one. Wait, if they go 1, 2, 3, isn't the 3 in the immunity? Which is kind of handy because, like, bosses tend to debuff and stuff. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the first active ability, is a heal. Second one is actually a buff, and then the third one has to do something with immunity, which is very handy when it comes to enemies that may debuff you, or like in PvP situations. Passive abilities, if I'm right, the second passive ability is something you kind of want to max out because it boosts your what is it? It boosts your main attribute stats for all your party members. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I already got my 5%. I'm done with Guild Plunder. Actually, I could continue farming Guild Plunder off screen, so I can try to get a higher rank and get a little bit more rubies, but yeah. Get my tickets. Oh, there's something I'm gonna give you, well, I can't speak. There is something I'm gonna point out because I played on the Korean Dragon Blaze and the Global Dragon Blaze. But when it comes to the Korean Dragon Blaze, the GM event for doing Guild Plunder during a certain time or during a certain day like Monday, you actually get 30 Essence Select compared to a triple S ally. So I'm kind of surprised that Global didn't exactly give that sort of reward to us. Because if you do Guild Plunder, you got a good week to do it, but you get a triple S ally instead of Essences. And I kind of feel like Essences are kind of important compared to a triple S ally because Essences, they have a certain drop rate. When it comes to getting a triple S allies, all you need to do is combine 2 double S's to get a triple S ally. So yeah. And also Transcended Essences require 3 types of Essences. Oh god, it's already the dominations of Incanters in the Hall of Fame. Oh my, Jesus. Anyways, let's look at the Priest. Now, most likely I'm gonna go swap to my main Priest character so I can actually look at the actual translations for these skills. Oh wait, it's Scott. Isn't this like the #1 player on Dragon Blaze? Okay, so I was right. Yeah. Yeah, so what this guy has is 132-132. Another skill build for the priest would be 1-2-3 because of the third active ability, which I will talk about in a few seconds if I can actually get on my priest character and after I go through all of these exits. Hey there, my cute Jillian. Or cute Zill. Wait, why do I have 2 priest characters? Okay, and then Crown Mitch says, yes he is. Alright. So, let's talk about this. So yeah, the first ability focuses on your heals. Now, if you have the right items, especially when it comes to the accessories to increase your attack speed, you should be able to heal them, and you wouldn't need to actually transcend this. Most likely you want to transcend the Magnify skill or the Guidance skill. And I'm kind of in the same boat as well, because, you know, a healer should revive their team. They should have a revive, because they're a healer. But no, they didn't. Everyone else can revive us, but not our main characters. Or not the main priest character. But anyways, when it comes to the third active skill, it's like an immunity. So, if you decide to transcend this, this purifies the debuffs from all party members, grants immunity to all debuffs for 8 seconds, and increases defense by 56%. Cooldown for this is 5.1 seconds, and you can change that cooldown time if you have cooldown effects on your gear, or on your weapon. Now the second active skill is great too, because it's Magnify. It's going to boost up your characters. So if you decide to transcend this, for example, this increases attack by 42%, attack speed by 38%, and stamina by 80% of all party members for 16.4 seconds. Cooldown for this is 19.4 seconds. So yeah, usually you want to transcend the second or third active skills when it comes to the healer. Yeah, okay, gotcha, Drayrock. Drayrock says he went with the Magnify skill because of Janice. Now, if you don't know who Janice is, that's a future world boss we're gonna get in Global later on the road. A little spoiler there, but let's just say that Janice does a lot of debuffing, so it makes sense to kind of emphasize on the Guidance skill. Now, when it comes to the passive skills, apparently it's 1, 3, 2. Now, I can see why it's 1, 3, 2. Because the first ability isn't that great, but it kind of emphasizes on your helper ally. Now, your helper ally is the person you decide to select, and they tag along in your little run, but just for that run. So, I would leave this at normal status. Don't ultimate it or transcend it unless you just want to do that, but yeah. This isn't that great. Most likely you want to emphasize on the second passive skill, which increases the stats of all party members by 51%, increases the stats of all party members by an additional 10% for each priest ally. So, even if you don't have a bunch of priest ally, you still get that 51% boost. If you do have a couple priest allies in your team, they kind of give that a plus 10%, so it could be 61%, 71%, 81%, or maybe 91%. But if you go with 91%, or 101%, that's like a bunch of priest characters in your team, and you kind of don't want that because that's a bit too much, and you don't actually deliver the DPS that you need. And then the last passive skill is more of the heals. This increases the heal amount of all party members, and your choice if you actually want to transcend it, but if you do transcend it, increases the heal amount for all party members by 55%, increases the heal amount of all party members by an additional 6% for each priest ally. And if you notice, when it comes to most of these passive abilities, they emphasize on having a certain ally with the same class. So if you have a bunch of rogue characters, you may want to use a rogue main character for that. This is a big must if you want a mage team. You want to use the mage character if you have a bunch of mages. And also ultimate status Teal because of her ultimate effect. And then Bao says, Max D Overlords won't be out for a while. The only thing about the guide is we can't apply it until we are debuffed. Okay, I gotcha. So if it's already in effect, you can't just use it right away. You have to wait till the debuff is gone, and then you can actually apply the guidance over your characters. Thanks for the heads up, Ballin. How are you doing today? So yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow most likely. It's gonna be a drawing stream. I might finish the line art and then start coloring the 2 pictures that I have on my back burner. Then on the 24th I might stream. That's my birthday. I don't know why I'm gonna stream on the 24th, but I'm gonna do something. And then on the 25th I might stream and also release a short little video, question mark. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see on the 25th. Actually, no, the 24th... When's a good time for me to stream if I do it on the 24th? Because I also have to go to church. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the daily dungeon. I still need to do those. I'm still mad at how we're stealing stuff from Raven Girl. I thought she was like buddy-buddy with us and be like, I need to test your skills and I'm gonna give you the scrolls because you're strong enough. No, it's like, why are you attacking me? You're stealing my scrolls. Jesus. Now, if I was on a rogue character, I would understand getting caught. And this wouldn't be as bad, but I still... God damn it. I still haven't finished my damn paragraph that I'm trying to finish. Yes, I know, poor Ravengale. Ravengale was like my first transcended ally. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I didn't realize we were criminals. I didn't realize we were stealing from her. Okay, so if we want to do the math for this, she can give us 9 scrolls if you decide to go to the highest difficulties. How many players are playing on the global Actually, if we also take account of the Korean Dragon Blaze as well. We've been stealing a lot of scrolls. A lot. I can just say this. I know for certain that we've already, like... How long has it been? A good month already since we actually... Since they released Chapter 5? Or a good few weeks? Maybe we stole around 90,000 scrolls already? Jeez. Max asked, what allies would you say are must-haves for a team? The incoming Transcended Titan Helios, she's a must, because of her cooldowns. And, hey there, Jonathan. Jonathan says, hi, peeps. Marge, Belle, and Windloom. Those 3 are kind of the big, what? I want to say the big musts, but I kind of want to toss in some other allies as well. Especially Bliss Foxy, because she's pretty handy for a magical team. And then Drayrock says, over 1 million scrolls stolen. And then Martin said, the scrolls are her blessings anyways. True. I mean, maybe we can also think of Ravengale being a Sandre, being like, Actually, no, what was I going with that? I was trying to say something with that. What are her exact lines? Like, why are you taking my scrolls and stuff? I guess it's kind of like reverse psychology, I guess. Like, you shouldn't be stealing the scrolls, so apparently we are stealing the scrolls. I when you know you're stealing something and it's bad and you can't really make an excuse out of it, yeah. But yeah, anyways, to answer your question, Max, I'll agree with Jonathan's suggestions. Margaret, Belle, and Winloon. Winloon is still handy for world bosses. Belle is great, especially with her buffs to physical attackers. And then Margaret, she still has her 2 summon bonus. Unless that's if you ultimate her. But then again, if you are maining the enchanted character, having a lot of other enchanted characters with you will kind of give you an edge. And then Max says, so better build a magical team. That is something you want to consider. Because later down the road, you will be fighting against a new boss that kind of emphasize on physical and magical. So yeah. But the thing is, magical teams, they're not that great right now because we only have a few transcendent mages. But give it a few more months and then we get the key mages that you kind of need for your team. The 2 mages you want specifically later on would be Prometheus and Leah. Those 2 are a must for your magical team. Now, Bliss Foxy is also a great addition, but try to get her through a Transcendent Select ticket. Do not backtrack to Ultimate Gaia just to get her. I mean, if you've already done that, then go ahead and finish the process, but still, you kind of want to use that ticket to cut corners. And then Jonathan says, I question that because we are beating the living life out of her, yet they're called requests, so what's the point in stealing requests? That is a good point, Jonathan. That's actually a really good point. That is a really good point. I don't know. What are we... Scrolls. I would call them scrolls. Like, enhancement scrolls. Not like, what was it? Referral scrolls, or the referral system, and, a request. I don't know. Ravengale, I'm sorry. We just had to beat you up so we can get these scrolls. So yeah. Anyways, let's start doing this. Whoa, hold on. Before I start farming for items, I need to make sure that the auto salvage button is off. And then Faircloth says, question, long term, who is the best Encanter ally? Ooh, yeah, that is debatable. Because here's the thing. I know that in my Korean account, I have all of the transcended enchanters. And most likely, right now, I have most of the transcended enchanters. Who is great right now? It's between Belle Snow and Margaret's. And then Quantum says, obviously, Aaron. I would say that too, Quantum. Like, if we're talking about the Korean Dragon Blaze, the best Encanter right now, Aaron. Hands down. No one can beat her just yet. But, yeah, when it comes to Transcended Allies, though, I think it's between Margaret and Belle Snow. Especially for the long run. Now, Ravengale, she does get a buff later on, but that's when you get her arc status, and that's when they decide to revamp her. However, yeah, that's really, really, really long. And then there is Metis. Now, if you don't know who Metis is, she is the Titan Enchanted character. She's alright. You can think of her like a Belle Snow, but the thing is, she doesn't... Actually, no, she can summon 2 of her golems, so... or two of her earth golem creature thingies. So, yeah, she's alright, but she comes later. So, yeah, Margaret and Belle Snow, they just stay up there when it comes to enchanters. And then Drayrock says, Margaret a little bit better than Belle, but she is more for world boss. Yeah, yeah, like I said, Margaret and Belle Snow, they're kind of bashing heads with each other because they're great for certain things. Like, I can understand why Belle Snow would be used for world boss, because if you have a physical team, she's gonna buff that physical damage. She's gonna give you a lot of multipliers. Margaret, she has a few abilities that kind of buff her summons, I think. Or steals buffs from her enemies, so yeah, it's not that great like Belle Snow, but it's still handy to have. Once again, my opinion about this is that if you are maining a main encounter character and you go with the summon allied skill build, then having all the enchanters is a good thing. So I wouldn't choose between Belle Snow and Margaret. I would have both of them on my team. And right now I have both of them at ultimate status. Oh yeah, also yeah, Margaret has the 2 summons. We can't forget about that. The 2 summons. Now, here's the thing about Belle Snow. Later on, when the new status type, Arc status, comes out, Belle Snow can summon 2 allies. But, here's the thing. They don't tell you this in the description. When Belle Snow can summon 2 allies, it won't be at the same time. If you pay attention to Margaret, she can summon 2 allies right there and then they disappear. Both at... No, wait, shoot. My sister's screaming in the background actually threw me off in the loop. So yeah, the thing is, like, Margaret will make those 2 allies disappear. So for Belle Snow, here's the thing. She can summon 2 allies at a certain time, but then one of them would disappear right after her one summon. So you're not actually getting both of those allies summoned at the same time. Oh, hey there, Xeno! It's Dragon Blaze. It's the phone app game that I'm still playing. But yeah, hopefully I can get back on PSO 2. If I remember correctly, Xeno, isn't there a weapon that you can get and change it into a 14-star? And if you guys don't know about Xeno, Xeno is my best buddy, or like one of the pals I met online through Phantasy Star Online too, so give him a hi. And also, I'm gonna be using some of his music in my videos. If you haven't noticed it, or if you haven't heard his raps in some of the recent videos I released, then you should go ahead and check his channel. He knows how to rap. I can't rap, but he knows. Farracloth says, okay, another question. In Korea, what is the 3rd page of main character skills? Because I've seen it before in one of your posts and I was confused. Yeah, okay, so pretty much Drayrock beat me to it, but the 3rd page is a beat-up skill. It's the main character Overlord skill. So you can only unlock this or obtain it once your character hits plus 15. How long... Okay, my next question, Xeno, is how long is that weapon available for? Because I might try to farm for it either tonight or tomorrow. Because I want to get that free 14 star before I become an idiot and be like, you know, I should have actually done this, but I was just a dummy not to. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I have to do. I had to finish this damn story of mine. I had to make more videos. I had to... Oh. Yeah, too much on my plate. And then Faircloth says, is it a passive? Martin says, debuffing the enemy team. And then Faircloth says, are the Overlord skills all the same? Where... I can't speak. Well, the thing is, beat up skills, they differ between which Overlord character you have. And it's kind of like a passive skill that's always active. I haven't exactly done my research on it, so I'll try to make a video, a very short, separate video talking about beat up skills. And then Max says, can you maybe name me a build I should go for? That's probably one of the best. Well, what character are you using, Max? And I kind of did a video talking about it way back then. But if you're referring to the Encanto character, I can kind of give you a rundown of what you may want to do. And then Zeno says, I actually don't have the info for that, but you have 19 million, you can buy it. Wait, what? Zeno, are you telling me you are able to buy a 13-star or 14-star weapon now? Well, oh wait. I'm actually laughing now. Because if you could buy these weapons, most likely I can sell all the shit 13 stars I have in my storage and make a good profit off of them maybe. Oh. But damn, the game is changing. Alright, so if you don't know what I'm talking about with Zeno, it's Phantasy Star Online 2. It was one of the MMO... Bleh. My mouth isn't working with me. It's one of the MMORPGs I've been playing in the past, and technically this channel was supposed to talk about a lot of Phantasy Star Online 2 stuff. However, because my laptop is a piece of shit, and I don't have the best recording devices, or like the best, I don't know, best components to actually run the damn game and stuff smoothly and at a higher quality, then yeah. But yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2 is what we're talking about. And then Faircloth says, what's the best Overlord in Korea at the moment for PvP? Okay. Yes, Phantasy Star Online 2 has an anime show, but in my honest opinion, do not fucking watch it. It's a disgrace. Play the actual video game and go through the storyline of the video game. It is 5 times better than what you see in the anime. I got pissed off at the anime. and by my language and my stuttering and all these other things, yeah. And hey there, Richard, how you doing today? But yeah, to answer your question, Faircloth, I guess I can say that Ben is actually a good ally for PvP and also PvE. Because Ban's his counter damage, or his counter ability, is really annoying. The only way you can actually slide past it is if you have a character who's invisible. Like Miyu Mark 5, but then you will need to have a high enhanced level Miyu Mark 5 to do that, but still, Ban is dangerous. A max Ban can kick an ultimate Aaron, because that's what happened to my Aaron. And then Zeno says, well, not all 13 stars can be so laugh aloud, just some. If you can though, yes, you will make some serious meseta. Alright, that's a good thing. I guess. I don't know. Do I really want to sell the weapons that I cried my eyes out for? Ugh. Jesus, I hate where PSO2 is going. And then JJ says, good morning from Asia. Well, yeah, it is morning over there. Hey there, JJ, how you doing? Faircloth says, I'm guessing you're trying to say Aaron. A trans or Overlord. Aaron is an Overlord. She's the Encanto one. I drew a picture of her. Actually, I drew several pictures of her, so, yeah, if you want the actual... Let me get the actual wiki picture of her, so you guys got an idea of what she looks like. And if you're playing on Global and you don't want any spoilers, just, like, don't click on the link. And then Martin says, have you ever heard of Grand Blue Fantasy? I think I've seen it. Is it like a phone app game and also an anime question mark? And then Max says, yeah, I meant to build for an Encanter as base. What would be the best way? I think someone actually talked about that build too. Well, from what I've heard, if you're going with a PvP Encanter build, you want to make 2-2-2-2. For Encanter's active skill, I think it's 2-3-1, and then 1-2-3. What I decided to do was go with 2-3-1 for both active and passives. But yeah, if you guys have a certain skill build you want to recommend, or like, you know, the skill build that's kind of the official thing for Encanters right now on Global, go ahead and put that in the chat. Zeno says, yeah, PSO2 is going downhill fast. I keep trying to quit, but I always end up coming back. That's the thing, I don't know what, like, okay, I understand, like, some people can't actually click with Phantasy Star Online 2, like my real life buddy. He's more of the huge world sort of thing, and like the actual fantasy old timer stuff, but I don't know. When it comes to Phantasy Star Online 2, it's like, I quit, I come back. I quit, I come back. It's like, there's some sort of magic that's making me come back every time I say I'm quitting, but I'm not actually quitting. JJ says, whoa, someone used name Liveria too? Really? I wasn't paying attention. I guess so. And then Martin says, it is a game that has an animated type. Once again, if you know about Phantasy Star Online 2, you see the anime for it. Do not click on it. It's shit. It's shit. Play the game. Play the goddamn game. Hey, ignore the anime, cause that was horrible. I mean, yeah, it's shit. I'll still stand with my statement, even though technically, you know, a company did it, they put some money into it, they made the actual artwork and stuff. Yeah, no, still, I still stand. Don't watch the anime. If you want to get a good understanding of the lore for Phantasy Star, do not watch that damn anime. Faircloth says, I know what some look like, just forgot names. Also, did all Overlords get released at once? A batch of Overlords got released, so 7 Overlords will be released, 1 for each class. So we'll have an Overlord Paladin, Encanter, Warrior, Rogue, Mage, Archer, and Priest. Well, here's the thing, Faircloth. I understand that you want to be a bit different, but Encanters are just... They already got their buff already, so that's why you're seeing a lot of them. But, you know, a mage would be very handy for Golem, so... Shit, what is a build for a mage? I might need to go to the mage character to stare at what you may... You know what, let's actually stop this and let me go to the mage character and discuss this with you guys, because I might as well help Faircloth with the mage build. Martin says, gotta go, different cousins and other family members are arriving. Alright, I'll see you around, Martin. Thanks for chilling and stopping by. And then, oh, JJ says it's my main character name in Asia servers. Ah, okay, gotcha. I mean, I'm surprised a couple people actually choose or kind of take the name Shillian, and I'm like, who took my OC character's name? And then Max says, North America, I was asking what Transcendent allies I should use in my team if my base is an Encanter. Well, if you can, definitely get Belle Snow and Margaret if you're using the main Encanter character. However, Wenloon is a good variation if you want word boss damage or heavy word boss damage, because she delivers DPS. Buffers, you might want to consider Falcon, and maybe a healer as well. wouldn't say go. I wouldn't say backtrack for Lucaria because you will get her later on. But you could consider Mercedes and maybe Tethys, but once again, a good pal of mine kind of complained about Tethys. But Manaland is great too, but the thing is, she's really handy for Chariot. Turk is good for PvP, yes. But if you had to choose between Turk and Bliss, I would say get Bliss. And then Jonathan says Falcon would be replaced by Falcon. And then Faircloth says trans passive 1 and alt passive 2. Passive 3 is useless unless you stack mages. Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the... Alright, so since I'm on my mage character, yeah. Alright, so most likely you want to emphasize on the second ability, because this is why the mages are kind of deadly. Also, if you have like an ultimate status Teal, her ultimate status boosts your magic damage buffs as well. Oh yeah, Shadow is also great too. I forgot about him. Farm God says, what motivates you to continue playing this game after so long? The community. To be perfectly honest with Farm God, it's the community that I made with you guys and also the community that Dragon Blaze is. Because they were nice enough to, you know, accept me, a new player who never actually played this game, and then like, I don't know, like, you guys aren't that bad. So I ended up, you know, giving back to you guys, making a bunch of videos for both the Korean and global, and giving you guys my version of how I play this game. Question mark. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you had to choose between Shadow Howl and Gaela, Gaela is the better option because one, she can kill enchanters. So if you want to get more points in your PvP stuff, Gaela is deadly. Now, Shadow Howl, his dog is also deadly, or his wolf, excuse me. But the thing is, Shadow Howl kind of needs to work for that kill if he's fighting an Incanter. And the thing is, the Incanters will have their summons out, and that's just a lot more bodies that you can't deal with. And, you know, if you fight against Margaret, for example, it's going to be like 3 against 2. Except the thing is, they can't really kill Fenrir. Unless they actually can, but yeah, they can't really target the dog. Or the wolf. And if Shadow Howl is tanky enough, he might be able to survive that and kill Margaret. Gaela, on the other hand, would be able to kill the summons and then go for the Incanter and most likely kill them. And then there's also Grayso. You can't forget about Grayso. Gaela made her special moves to kill Grayso, but accidentally, she made Incanters a prime target as well. Oh yeah, the other thing is, if you still have a Helios key, and if you don't have anything else, it's still a good option to go to because of her cooldowns and her, well, specifically her cooldowns, but yeah. And her shield a bit, but yeah. You kind of want to spam those abilities non-stop. Now, Transcended Helios might be coming out in a few weeks. Don't know when exactly, but when she comes out, you definitely want to get her because cooldowns. Anyways, what am I staring at? So, the passive skills. Yeah, so here's the thing. You may want to focus definitely on the second and first passive. Third passive, not so much. I mean, intelligence does kind of play a somewhat key role to your stats, but the magical damage boost is nice. Now for active skills, I think you kind of want to emphasize on... Actually, all 3 of these actives, it'll depend on what you're doing. Because I know that you want Salamander's Curse for PvP. Because if they're a sheep, they can't do jack shit against you. Unless they're protected and then you're like, oh, I can't really turn you into a sheep now, can I? if you decide to get the Meteor Invocation, well, the two skills for PvE and maybe PvP I would say would be these two. Actually, no. PvP would be most likely these two, and then PvP, you could get all these abilities. It's just that whichever one you want to emphasize on, you're gonna have to choose. Wait. Hold on. Oh wait, I was reading that wrong. My bad. The first passive ability is what you want to emphasize on. If I said the second passive skill, I wasn't reading like how it's just increases magic damage. I mean, wait. Let me think. If you increase the magic damage multiplier, then most likely this is gonna stack up to that because this is gonna boost the magic attack of all your party members. Yeah, you want to emphasize on the first passive skill, my bad. If I said second passive skill, I wasn't reading correctly. Most likely you can also stack this ability up with, once again, Teal, because she does emphasize on increased magic damage to your enemies as well. But that's if you have her at ultimate status. Yeah, as you can see, my brain is... And then JJ says, what I've heard is this week they will only reset Hive Friend Invitation, so Helios should be here after next year. Alright. Thanks for the heads up, JJ. And then Faircloth says, Media OP in PvP. Actually, I forgot what the meteor actually did. Other than, like, hitting everyone. I forgot what it specifically did when it comes to, like, burning people. And then, JJ says, Max, I still need healer in my... Oh, wait. Yeah, healers... Here's the thing. A healer isn't bad to get, or, like, you know, getting someone to help you with survivability is kind of a must. Because here's the thing, even though I have a bunch of enchanters on my team and they're at ultimate status, if they can't survive the full 10 minutes so I can get the most amount of points I can get for a world boss, that's gonna suck. So yeah, I do need a freaking healer. Faircloth says, what about rogues? I look at formation and said archers and rogues are only good for raids. Wait, no, you look at a forum, not a formation. Here's the thing, rogues and archers are very handy against Cerberus because they don't use a bunch of buffs that would piss off Cerberus. So, keep that in mind. Other than that though... Having a full archer team might be... It will depend. It will depend on what you can do. Because Wenloon is great for most of the world bosses. Or maybe all of the world bosses. If I decided to bring in Hyperion, Transcendent Hyperion for example, he's a great ally for world boss, but it'll depend on which world boss he's fighting against, because he has AoE abilities. If you fight against Golem, you won't get his full potential because he has AoE abilities. If you fought against Hydra, for example, he's going to be very handy because of his AoE abilities. So yeah, it's like... You kind of need a balance in your team. Or you need to figure out what you really want to emphasize on. If you want to emphasize a lot on DPS, then you want to make sure you have the right team to do that. Especially if you want to do world bosses or like maybe PvP. Well, if you do PvP, I can understand why you decide to go like all archers and rogues. Especially if the rogues can become invisible, that's deadly because you won't be able to target anything. Oh, you're talking about main characters, by the way. Yeah, the thing is, I haven't really... I mean, there's a couple times where I can see archers and rogues in PvP, but yeah, they just have a lot of DPS, and most of the time they're great for raids. And then JJ says, in Asian servers, people switch to use main characters priest on Cerberus, better result than main character rogue and main character knight. Really? Huh. Wait a second. Well, I guess I could see that. Like, the thing is, it'll depend on how you want to approach it as well, because if you don't give two shits about Cerberus getting pissed off and trying to kill you, and if you are able to heal a lot faster than he can actually hit, or the amount of damage he can dish out, then you should be fine. And... yeah, you should be fine, so... it depends on your approach, I guess, entirely. It's entirely up to you. Because I know that if you really don't want to piss off Cerberus, then you want to make sure you don't actually have a bunch of healers or like a bunch of buffers. But if you're able to heal them faster before he can actually kill them, then you should be fine. And you can ignore that Cerberus pissy mode. And then Crown Mitch says, who got the biggest boobs in Dragon Blaze? From what I've heard, it's Gaella. Gaella is the one with the biggest boobs. Joy Rock says, yeah, Priest is used on Cerberus because you can out-heal Cerberus damage. Okay, yeah. I should have actually considered that. Cause if you guys seen the Sword Art Online parody or the Abridged series, yeah. Kirito, like, getting attacked by those, ruffians. And, they didn't even dent his HP pool because his health regenerated faster than their damage. So yeah, if you can heal faster than they can dish out, then you're fine. You can just be like, haha, I can buff all you want, you can get all pissy at me, but guess what, I'm still gonna beat the shit out of you. And then, Faircloth says, are you able to read the Korean version writings? Not without any sort of hints or a damn translator. So, yeah. Most of the time, if I'm able to guess what the abilities are, for example, if I was farming gear on the Korean Dragon Blaze, and if I was staring at it, I can get an idea of what that stat is, because I kind of memorized some of the characters. Now, if it was completely foreign to me, like, let's say the storyline, for example, I have no clue what the hell they're saying unless I have a translator with me. So yeah. And then Greyrock says, I don't understand why he left out the item he got from the Christmas event when it can resurrect anyone. Oh, you mean... oh, that item. Yeah, if we're talking about Sword Art Online, I have no clue why Kirito did that. Faircloth says, are you top player in Korea? Hell fucking no! I am not a top player over in the Korean Dragon Blaze, because the top players over in the Korean Dragon Blaze have all the Overlords at ultimate status. Now, just to give you a heads up, Faircloth, of how much resources you need to get all the Overlords at ultimate status. Let me do my math quickly. You need maybe around 700,000 goddamn Transcended Essences, along with maybe 500 plus Triple S allies of certain classes. And also a ton of gold. Like maybe 3 billion gold. It's a lot. Like, just to get from base to ultimate status for an Overlord, this is just an estimation by the way. I would say it's roughly kind of around 3,000 transcended essences and maybe around 250 to 300-ish triple S allies of the same class. So, yeah. Well, I mean, that's Scott G. If he wants to stay on the, if he wants to stay at the top, he has to do whatever he can to do so. And that's not a bad thing if he's spending money because that helps fund the game. It's like a generous donation to the developer saying, "Hey, I'm gonna continue playing the game. I'm gonna continue being on top. Just continue pumping out the stuff, and I'll keep on giving money to you." So it's not a bad thing that there's pay-to-play players because they actually fund the game. If there's a bunch of free-to-play players, then there might be some issues with that and the game might not have a lot of upgrades or have a lot of features that we can actually play with. So yeah, you kind of need a balance of it, and you can always, you know, give it as a little incentive like, hey, if you want a little head start, here's a little bonus for you. And if you just want to give a bit of money to us, then that's great. If not, then, you know, that's fine too. We're a free-to-play sort of game. And then Dreyrox's and SAO, they don't even use it in the story and could have used it in the final battle against the creator. True. Wait, so is the top player over in the Korean Dragon Blaze called Wells? And then Jonathan says he threw it out because he wanted to save the girl with it, but the item could only res the player of a certain time, so he had no use for it. Oh, that does suck. Yeah, that sucks. If you had an item that could only revive them only for a short while, I wouldn't even use it, period, because it's like, do I really want to extend the delay of my emotions? Do I really want to have a brief happiness just to get it, just so something can, just so it can crumble into depression again? No, thank you. Alright, so Faircloth asks, are the dragon accessories in Korea better than the golden griffins? If I know what yeah, if you're talking about those U accessories, then yes, because those are the higher grades, and they got released later on. And then JJ says the most difficult thing is the get paladin souls and maybe encounter souls. Ah, the souls. Now, I got a huge issue when they first released them, and then like when you had to convert them to another soul, that was another sticky situation that I didn't like. So yeah, and the thing about souls is that it's RNG based. You can't determine what triple S allies you can get unless you have the select tickets for them or the class select tickets, but those are kind of rare too. So and the thing is, even though the Korean Dragon Blaze kind of buffed the ruby drops for certain modes, or kind of increased the rewards for rubies, they haven't really done much to some of the key aspects of the game, like daily dungeons. You still need to farm a shit ton of scrolls, you still get the same amount of scrolls to drop every dang day. And also, like, they still drop the double S allies. You should kind of change that to triple S allies so we can try to make it a bit easier to upgrade the damn overlords, because they're still a pain in the ass. But yeah, the other thing is, Challenger's Dungeon is a huge plus side though. I didn't know about the other skill tree till I did research about it, and I was like, oh, so this thing can actually give me a little bit more multipliers, so I can actually get some essences, hopefully. If you know your math though, and if you know your statistics and stuff, you kind of understand that, like, even if you have these multipliers, there is a chance where you're not gonna get it, or like most of the time you're not gonna get whatever you're trying to get. Yeah, I'm gonna state this, Faircloth. If you wanted to be Well, the thing is, I think there's an event going on right now that kind of gives you an edge and give you some free overlords. Unless that event actually passed. But, yeah, the Korean Dragon Blaze is rough. You need to grind, like, hard. Just to get one enhancement off of your overlords, depending on what enhancement level you're getting, you kind of need 100 Transcendent Essences just to get them to +1. And then a good amount of souls as well, along with Ghoul. And then when you get them to enhancement 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe 10, you kind of need 200 essences as well. So, and the thing is, when it comes to transcended essences, they drop. It's just that you're gonna need a farm for a long time to get a good 100. I think last night when I was farming, it took me maybe 6 to 8 hours, burning around 4,000 shoes to get a good 100 transcended essences. Max ask, worth it to ultimate or max Falcon and Shadow How? Yeah. Let me think. Try to get Helios first and then try to ultimate her or just get her to max status. The thing is, if you don't have a full max Transcended Ally team, you kind of want to make sure that you get most of your Transcended Allies to max status. Trying to get in a Transcended Ally to ultimate status when the team isn't exactly at max status is kind of a con. Now, I know I did this over in the Korean Dragon Blaze with Overlord Aaron because she's my waifu and I wanted to spoil her and I ultimated her. But to be honest, if you want to be smart about it, you want to make sure you max out your team evenly because that will give them more survivabilities, that will give them more perks, and then that will just help you out in the long run. Ferricoloth says, I'm curious how the top players and global players will handle Overlord since I doubt they can gather all in max on day 1. Well, here's the thing, Ferricoloth. There will be a huge announcement about it. And because of that announcement, they will either, 1, stock up a shit ton of money for that event, and most likely do some research about it. And then 2, you do get 1 free Overlord when they release the announcement. So, you get 1 for free. Everyone gets a free Overlord. Unless you miss the event and you log into the game late and then you miss it, then it's like, oh. And then Drerock says, more, should I whale and get Ultimate Overlord from store? I mean, Drerock, it's your call. I decided to spend money on the Korean Dragon Blaze because, you know, I played the game, I kind of wanted to contribute, and that's what I did. Will I spend any more money on them? No. I kind of need to focus on, like, the other aspects of my upgrades, like my laptop, for example, or like getting a gaming PC, so I can stream more games for you guys and also, you know, record a lot more stuff for you guys. I mean, the thing is, right now I'm streaming from my phone, and the phone is a very handy tool because everything that I kind of did on YouTube, or the majority of the things I did on YouTube, is from my phone. So, yeah. If I'm able to stream on my laptop, not only can I stream Dragon Blaze for you guys, hopefully at a better quality without any sort of lag or, like, you know, going to 480p, I can also do a bunch of song requests for you guys. I can customize the stream itself to have pictures or, like, moving animations here and there. And then also, I don't know, just add a little bit more flair to it. But yeah, I don't have all that fancy, dancy doohads, and that kind of pissed me off. Ferricoloth says, do Arc ability trans come before Overlords, and are they still good when Overlords release? Now, Ferricoloth, Arc status comes out before the Overlords. Now, all Arc Transcended allies good when Overlords are released? Not really. Overlords at base status can beat the shit out of almost all of the Arc Transcended allies. There's a few exceptions to this, especially when it comes to the newer Titan Transcended allies, especially if you arc them out. But those are only for the new Transcended Titans. And by new Transcended Titans, I'm referring to the ones we haven't seen throughout the entire chapters of Global. So, I'm referring to like Chapter 4. We know about Helios, Kronos, Atlas, Tethys, Prometheus, and Hyperion. The other 7 the other 7 Titan Transcended allies will come out in time, and those are just, well, technically one of them's a healer, which is, actually no, 6. I just realized they didn't actually make another Paladin Transcended ally, so, yeah, to correct myself, it's actually 6. Because they got an Incanter, they got a Rogue, they got an Archer, they got a Warrior, they got a Healer, and then they got a... I'm forgetting someone. A Mage. And then Faircloth says, how do arc enhancements work? Do we need to ult +5 or some junk? So, pretty much it's ultimate +3. And if I remember correctly, the amount of resources you need to spend would be maybe around 300 Transcended Essences and 30 Triple S allies to get from Ultimate to Arc. Yeah, pretty much what JJ said. Greyrock says, and I want to well in Brave Frontier, but the game is going to end soon. Wait, what do you mean but the game's about to end soon? I thought Brave Frontier was doing good on its end. Unless you're referring to like a certain summon that you're trying to pull and it's gonna end soon and... Yeah, I got question marks now. What you talking about, Greyrock? Ow. Oh fuck, I hate wearing headphones. Why am I wearing this? Ah, shit. I'm distracted. How long have I been streaming? Most likely I'm gonna end the stream soon so I can actually, work on my story, because that was supposed to, I was supposed to work on it. What? Wait, what? Why they? Oh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. If they're making a second version of the game... I mean, can't they just, like, continue making that second version of the game within the first game? That kind of sucks. That means you're telling... Wait, can you carry all of this stuff from Brave Frontier into Brave Frontier 2? Can you carry your account over there? Because if you can't carry your account over there... Okay, so here's the deal with me with any sort of game. You better be able to carry... Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I mean, at the very least, if you decide to play Brave Frontier 2, you have an edge to be... You know, an edge to, like, get some of the good stuff during its release, or, like, just to stay updated with the game, but... That really sucks. You can't carry over your account. Like, with any sort of game, especially when it has a pre-sequel, or like a previous version of it, I like it when you can carry your game data over to the next game. I think Shadow of War, for example, if you don't know about it, it's a Lord of the Ring game that's kind of popular right now, or was popular in September. But yeah, Shadow of War, for example, you can actually carry the characters you have in Shadow of Mordor into Shadow of War. So, yeah, that sucks. And then Faircloth says Lost Soul Aside looks amazing for a PS4 game. Actually, no. I remember you guys were talking about another game, an anime Dark Souls. And then JJ says, for your information, Ultimate over Arc, you need 230 essences, 70, 70, 90, and then 180 million of gold, 50, 50, 80, with 30 triple S in total. Ah, okay. Oh, wait, Lost Soul Aside, okay. Isn't this like a... I want to say Final Fantasy game, but I don't remember the correct information for it. No, it might be like the creators of Final Fantasy making their own little project when it comes to Lost Soul Aside. Yeah, it looks really nice. I don't know if I'm gonna play it though. Oh, okay. So Crown Mitch says when it was referring to size of boobs, I was including the Korean version. I don't know. What's a doctor? I know Doctor was the guy that announced that Gaela had the biggest boobs on Dragon Blaze. I don't know about right now with the appearance of Overlords. I'm gonna have to bother Doctor about that if I see him. Greyrock says, I might save my money to buy a Predator gaming laptop, 1,200 for it. That sounds like a good investment. Yeah, the thing about a laptop is I kind of want a gaming laptop too so I can carry it around. The biggest issue I'm going to have though is cleaning the fucker. Because if you know about your laptops, you kind of need to open it up so you can actually get rid of the dust inside of it, and you want to make sure you actually do it correctly, because if you don't, then you get to screw something up. Yeah, I don't trust myself with that crap. Well, the thing is, I think I saw it through Super Stream that Doctor announced that Gaela had the biggest boobs, and then I think Kevin started saying that too. But then Kevin started to say that Prometheus has the biggest boobs because, I don't know, it became a joke. Then again, Prometheus does have huge man tits. And then Faircloth says, Morph, what clan you in on Global? My global guild is called Ascension, and I'll type it up for you guys, but it's not my guild. So if you want to join, you're gonna have to ask my guild leader Lambo. I said Gambo now. It's supposed to be Lambo. So yeah, you're gonna have to PM Lambo if you want to join. Because you need to have a certain requirement. Now, yeah, it's not my guild, so if you guys can't get in, then I can't really help you out there. So yeah, but if you do want to join the Korean Dragon Blaze Guild, I did a little announcement talking about that a few hours ago, so yeah, go ahead and send the invite over into Korean Dragon Blaze, and it should automatically invite you. I will be cleaning out the guild list again because I know there's a bunch of inactives in the guild. So yeah. And then Max says, maxing Lucaria and Grayso not worth because of upcoming update where you get all 5 at alt, right? Yes, Max. Do not I mean, if those are the only transcended allies you have, then you might as well. But if you have someone else you can enhance, go for them. Oh god, Faircloth says, oh, I was in there. Then I quit and came back. Alright, so hopefully I didn't kick you out just yet, Faircloth, but I don't know. I was working my way from the bottom up, so if you have a good amount of points, you're kind of safe. If not, then I might have kicked you out, but you know, you can still send you an invite and you should be, you know, you should be able to get back in. Yes, the compensation is rubies, so if you do have an ultimate Draco by the time they give out the free Dracos, they will give you a good amount of rubies, or most likely 1,000 to 2,000 rubies, something like that. So yeah. Ascension is somewhere in the top 50% question mark? I have no clue. I guess I can look at it right now, hold on. Farm God says, when is the update coming out? The one where you get the 5 ults. That's gonna be next year. That's a definite. When exactly? No clue. It depends on how fast Global updates the game and release stuff. I could guess around February or March. But yeah, that's up in the air. And then Faircloth says, oh yeah, don't you get free rubies for busters? Yes, I did talk about that in my How to Make Rubies Part 2 video. Because we will be getting that feature when the time comes. And that's when Transcended Leah, Transcended Metis, and maybe Transcended Prometheus is coming out. But once again, that's like next year. So if it's just max, they will ultimate it for you. So if you have a max Graysoul or Baccaria, when the update kicks in, they will ultimate it. Level 60. Oh, apparently our guild rank is 17. So yeah, if you're active and stuff, make sure you message Lambo. Lambo's the guy up there, so make sure that you tap into username and send him an invite. I think, are we full? I think we're full. No, we got like 10 free open space, so you're gonna have to go through an interview with my guild leader. Guild battle rank. Let's see, can I actually show that? I don't know if I can show that. What is our ranking? Oh, yeah, there's our ranking right there. Apparently we're 28. I mean, when it comes to guild battles, we try to make sure that everyone is able to get a few runs in. What I try to do though is try to get to 5%. And then Delano asks, do they make Max Septon ults too? No. Septon Archangelas are a no-no. It's only the Dracos. So Draco Bloodwind, Draco Baccaria, Draco Death Crown, Draco Greystone, Draco Bloodwind? Did I say his name? Yeah. So it's only those 5. And then Farm God says, do they have a definite release date listing you can look up? No. The only way I can actually know that is if I work for Gameville. But guess what? I don't work for Gameville. And most likely, because of my extensive knowledge about the Korean Dragon Blades, I don't think I'll be a good candidate to stream for Gameville, because it's like, yeah, the Korean Dragon Blades, I know about it. Wait, what do you mean by face cam? You want to see my face? I mean, maybe some other time, Fair Cloth. I tend to show my face here and there depending on my mood. And then Delano says, what if you have them at base, the Dracos? If you have them at base, when the time comes, they will upgrade it to ultimate status. Excuse me, not max status. They will ultimate your base to ultimate. But yeah, if you already have them at ultimate status, once again, you will get rubies out of it. If it's at max base +6, +7, +5, it should be at ultimate status. And there's a key reason to why they're actually giving us the 5 Dracos for free at ultimate status. Which I cannot say because if you are playing on global and you want surprises and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. No. They will give the Dracos for free. So let's say you don't have the Dracos. Let's say you don't actually have Death Crown, Lucario, Grayso, Bloodwind, or I left someone out. Whoever the first... Oh, Brightspire. I forgot about Brightspire. How do I forget about Super's Waifu? But yeah, if you don't have those 5, for example, they will give you those 5 at ultimate status for free. So you don't need to backtrack to make them. Or you don't need them at base status just so you can get them at ultimate status. And then Faircloth says, no, say why, or message me in game. But Faircloth, that's a spoiler. I mean, here's the thing, if you don't really care about spoilers, just catch me in a Korean Dragon Blade stream and then I'll be saying stuff left and right. And then Farm God says, it would be really convenient to know what is yet to come on official dates. Yeah, the thing is, once again, global is kind of all over the place, because sometimes they would speed it up and we'll be getting stuff after 2 or 3 days. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks sort of release date, and then later on it becomes 4 or 5 or maybe a month sort of release date. Actually, no, 4 or 5 weeks, excuse me, and then it's like, we're kind of waiting for the stuff. The Korean Dragon Blades kind of has that sort of... Well, when it comes to major updates, it's not that big lately, so it's been rather slow. However, when it comes to the Ally release date, they have a 3-week time span. So yeah, it really depends on how it depends on our feedback, because that's how they progress the game. Now, once again, I'm surprised that Global did a lot of stuff that shouldn't have happened, but they kind of implemented it, and I give them props for that. Especially with the recent costumes, especially, because we got these new costumes before the Korean Dragon Blades got them. The Korean Dragon Blades have the new costumes now. I think they released it like yesterday or 2 days ago after the maintenance, so yeah. And then Faircloth says, you should do giveaways. I only have 5 rubies. I mean, Faircloth, if I'm rich, then maybe, but I'm not rich, sadly. And once again, I kind of need the money to actually pay off my little debt, and then there's also upgrades that I may need so I can improve on a bunch of stuff. Once again, if I'm able to upgrade my laptop, for example, or get something of a higher quality than whatever I have right now, I could actually do a lot more features when it comes to my streams. You can see a lot more flair, a lot more animations, a lot more customization of parts to it, especially when it comes to song requests, because I got a feeling that you guys like it when you can listen to like your favorite song while I'm playing Dragon Blades, because I like the background music for Dragon Blades, don't get me wrong, it's just that after hearing it over and over again, it's like, yeah, it's tiresome, and you kind of want to add in your own little flair to it. I mean, here's the thing about Llewellyn. She's still handy for World Boss, but is she the best? Not really. So yeah, if you can, you could max her out just so you can get the right amount of damage, but depending on you and if you want to spend your resources on like a better, higher quality Transcended Ally that you have right now, then you might want to do that. Once again, when it comes to, like, let's say you decide to get the wrong Transcended Ally, or you have a bunch of Transcended Allies, there is a flip side to this. The retention system is very, very handy for you guys. And if you don't know what the retention system is, I kind of made a video talking about that. But yeah, just let me know and I can briefly explain it. And welcome back, Alejo. How are you doing today? Actually, my voice is acting up on me now. How long have I been streaming? Okay, so... where's my damn timer? What happened to my timer? Shit. Max says, why not ulting or Shadow How and keeping it at max? Well, the thing is... when you ultimate a Transcended Ally, you're eating a shit ton of resources. And, to be honest, the amount of resources you use to ultimate a Transcended Ally can actually be used on 2 Transcended Allies that can be maxed out. So let's say you have Margaret, and then you also have Shadow How and Gaella. This is just a prime example so I can demonstrate my point. So if you decide to ultimate Margaret, you get her ultimate skill. She has a lot more stats, and she also gets her maxed out ability because you went past the max status. So for Margaret, you unlock her max and ultimate, and then she can summon 2 allies and all that good shabazz. The thing is, the amount of resources you take to get from base status Margaret to an ultimate status Margaret can be used to get a Gaella at base status to max status, and also a Shadow How from base status to to max status. So you get 2 allies at max status with a lot more stats and also the max skill that can, you know, provide you a lot more options and survivability as a team. Now, obviously an ultimate status ally will win over a max ally, but having a max team for a world boss would be very handy for survivability and getting more points and getting more damage, compared to just having one ultimate Transcendent Ally and then everyone else is not even enhanced. But once again, this is also situational depending on who you are working on, because if you decide to... if you have a blend of different characters, and if they actually need to be at ultimate status for them to get the fullest potential, for example, Lucine is a great example of this along with Teal, then you might have some issues there. Metis is not a mage, she is an enchanted character. So, yeah, you want to get Metis later on. Now, here's the thing, just to give you guys a heads up when it comes to Metis. With her formula to make her, you will need to get an ultimate Prometheus key, which doesn't make sense because she's an enchanter, she's not a mage. But to be honest, they didn't make an enchanter key to kind of, you know, fix this little issue. So instead they kind of substituted with the Prometheus key. When that happens, do not get Metis right away, because they will take away the key formula. So if you do have, excuse me. Let me get my words and thoughts correctly. So, if you want to make Metis only, a Transcendent Metis, wait till later, because once they take the keys out, you can actually make Metis without any sort of issue. But if you decide to make Metis right there and then, using the formula, and also getting a Prometheus key, and then ultimating that Prometheus key, and then making Transcendent Metis, only to find out that they took out the key formula, and you just got the Prometheus key for nothing, then that was that was a huge waste. However, here's the thing, if you do have an ultimate Prometheus key, you may want to use it to also get Leah and Prometheus, Transcended Prometheus and Leah. But know this, if you decide to get the Prometheus key later on and you decide to ultimate it, that would be a huge waste because, once again, they will take out the keys during that time. So, if you're playing the game right now, you could ultimate the Prometheus key unless you have the patience and you can actually wait till they actually take that thing out. If you already have an ultimate Prometheus key, then you don't need to worry about it. But, what I'm trying to say is this. If you want to make Metis, and you see that you need a Prometheus key to make Transcended Metis, wait till they get rid of the keys. Because once they do that, it'll be easier to make Metis and you don't need to spend a ton of resources just to ultimate a Prometheus key. But yeah, okay, so... Yeah, to answer your question though, Delano, Metis is handy as an incanter. She's great for some of the world bosses because of her abilities. Prometheus is a must for your magical teams. So, if you have a bunch of mage characters, then go for him. Or, like, if you want to start making a mage team, then you can go for him too. And then start getting Leah as well, because Leah kind of needs a Prometheus key. But yeah, the thing is, they will take out the keys when it comes to making Transcendent allies later on, but not right now. We are stuck with the formula for now. However, if you have the patience and you can actually wait it out till they actually take away the key in the formula and also reduce some of the costs, then yeah. But that's like 2-3 months from now, so it'll depend on your urgency. You could just wait for, once again, the stuff to kick in, but you might be at a disadvantage because you're not going to get as much rubies as you can right now or in the following months, and then you might be behind. Alright, so the thing about Prometheus that, one, the mage main character is something you want to use if you plan to get Prometheus. Secondly, you may want to get Transcended Leah, because she's a mage. And lastly, you might want to consider Bliss Foxy, because she's actually handy too. I don't know why, because I haven't actually reviewed her abilities yet, but I know that she was used in the Golem World boss. Now, when it comes to the other mages, like Brightspark, we'll get her for free later on. But the other mage character, Frederick, for example, don't get him. I mean, he was handy during his time, but nowadays, nah, not really. And then there's also Turk. Now, Turk is okay, but is she great? I can't say. So yeah, the main characters you want to go for if you do get Prometheus is Leah, Bliss, and your mage main character. And then Max asks, because of the upcoming Helios trans, is it even worth to put in the work for warriors or other paladins? Kronos is actually good. He is a warrior you might want to consider, because he's fucking tanky as hell, and he's actually deadly in fucking PvP. And then Farm God asks, do magic buffs increase Incantus intelligence? I'm gonna say yes, because technically the Incanter is using... Well, you're gonna have to look at their skill types. You're gonna have to pay attention to some of the wordings, because I think there are some Incanters that kind of focus on both physical and magical. But I think the magic buffs do increase the Incantus intel. I'm thinking really hard about that question, because it's like... Okay, by magic buffs, are you referring to like the skills that you see on the mage main character? Like how it boosts up the magical damage and stuff? Because technically, incanters are using magic, which would fit the bill for those buffs. But depending on the other requirements, because I know that the first passive for the mage character says they had to be a mage class to increase the percentage a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes for now, but I might need to do some research about that or kind of think on it, Farm God. But that's actually a question or a concept that I was kind of thinking on, because I know a couple people have a blend of both mages and incanters in their team. Faircloth says the question: do they bring back busters? Because I see can't give you an answer about that. I'll give you an answer if you ask that during a Korean Dragon Blade stream. God damn it, Delano kind of spoiled it, but yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna just gonna let you ponder on the thoughts and stuff. I mean, you can look. You can type it in the search box, and then most likely, if you go through my channel and find that particular thing, you can see what it is. And then Monstar asks, what ally do you need for a mage team? You need the mage main character. You will need Bliss Foxy, Prometheus, and Leah. And note, transcended versions of them. Now, obviously, we only have Bliss Foxy for now, but you can kind of, start playing around with the magic team. And if you do have Turk already, then you can go ahead and toy around with her as well, because you might as well increase those multipliers, or the percentages. Frederick is questionable because I think he's more handy for... Okay, English me. He's handy for PvP. But other than that, you definitely want to get Prometheus, Transcended Prometheus, and Transcended Leah. Okay, so yeah, they are adding that, which is a good thing. So, Foreign God says, I asked because I noticed some descriptions separate magic and intel when explaining the buff. Yeah, the thing is, they do that because, once again, certain abilities or certain attacks are actually physical based or magical based. And if that's the case, then certain buffs are applied to them. For example, Bell Snow buffs a good amount of physical attacks. So, if the ability says something like physical range or physical melee, then obviously it's physical base, but it's either ranged or melee. If it has something like magical range or magical melee, then obviously it's magical base, but it's either melee or range. Which, once again, is important to know because different damage types. Crown Mitch's question, I do not know. To be perfectly honest with you, I do not know if we actually get a bunch of different Megazords. Now, it is a possibility though, because they have shown a good amount of them. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it very vague, and I'm not gonna go into a bunch of details about it, because, once again, this is a global stream, and I'm trying to keep some of the spoilers under the table. If I was streaming on the Korean Dragon Blades, I'll give you guys a straightforward answer, but for now, no. I mean, I did spoil some stuff here and there, but yeah, I can't keep everything under the table. I mean, for example, I'm telling you guys that we do get the Dracos at Ultimate status for free, but I'm doing this out of, you know, information purposes and also to give you guys something else to work on, because if you actually have an ally you really need to work on and you don't want to backtrack and ultimate these Dracos, then yeah, you might as well spend your resources on these other things. Okay, so I've been streaming for maybe a good 3 hours. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream here. My voice is kind of dying. I kind of need my voice for later, because I kind of need to record some stuff. And I'm surprised that the stream was able to survive for a good 3 hours. Stupid Wi-Fi. Yeah, I can answer your question later, Crown Mitch, if you ask in the Korean. But yeah, and then Farm God says, interesting, so would a mix of Enchanted mages be good, or would a full mage team or Enchanted team be more optimal? I think here's the thing. If you have a full mage team, they can emphasize or capitalize on DPS. I mean, Enchanted can do the same thing, but they kind of need their summons. So... And also, you need to... Yeah, it depends. I don't know. I need to do a test experiment if I really want to answer that question, Farm God. Or maybe someone else has already done some test runs like that, but... yeah. And then Jonathan says, alright, I'm gonna continue playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Looks like a fun game. I saw some of the gameplays and stuff, and I also saw some of the cinematic cuts for it. Yeah. But anyways, that's it for this stream. I'm gonna talk to you guys maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be a drawing stream tomorrow, so if you don't want to see me draw and stuff, then that's totally fine. I might be finishing some of the line art I started from last stream, or I might color some of the line art that I finished, so... I'll see you guys around. I'll see you around Delano, Farm God, Crown Mitch, Monstar, Fairclaw, Jonathan. Who else can I name? I know JJ was here earlier. Alejo, Max, J-Rock, and anyone else who's lurking about. So, peace.